Hey everybody, the Reesviral here, and welcome to Planescape Torment. I was gonna say, just ignore the Enhanced Edition. I think I actually got this game for Christmas. I had the original, but I wanted the Enhanced Edition because I did want to record this game, and with the original it wouldn't have been a pain in the ass or anything, it just would have been... I'm not sure, it just wouldn't have looked as good, I think, because with the original I'm pretty sure you could only play it in like really low resolutions. I know there was like widescreen mods and everything, but from what I can remember, the widescreen mods were a pain, and they caused like mouse flicker and everything. Is my mouse actually shown? Okay, it is. Good. Right, new life. Let's go into it. Okay. God, this is gonna be one hell of a game. I've actually been really looking forward to this, and also dreading it simultaneously. The reason I've been dreading it is because this game is one hefty word game. Like, there is so much text. It is incredible. I'm pretty sure the entire script for the game is well over 1 million words. So, yeah. Either way. So, character generation. Character generation screen, modify your statistics by clicking on the plus and minus buttons for each statistic. Move the cursor over each statistic for a description of its purpose. So we have strength. This ability score represents your raw strength. The high strength allows you to carry more weight and makes your melee attacks more accurate and damaging. My strength is average, so everything starts off as average. I'm pretty sure you can make it like... Oh no, you can't go lower than 9? Really? Oh, so you start off as average regardless. That's cool. Either way, wisdom. This ability score represents your intuition, common sense, and willpower. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. Constitution. This ability represents your physique, hardiness, and state of health. A high constitution gives you more hit points and... And in the Nameless One's case, a faster regeneration rate as well. Your constitution is average. I don't know why I'm reading the average part, they're all average. So charisma. This ability score represents your persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and the ability to lead. The higher your charisma, the more favourably others will react towards you. And we have dexterity. This ability score represents your agility, reflexes, and hand-eye coordination. A high dexterity makes you harder to hit and aids your thief skills. And we have intelligence. This ability score represents your memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. A high intelligence helps you regain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options, and aids your mage skills. So I'm pretty sure the way I usually do this, because there are 6 stats, we have 21 points. I usually put 3 points in each, and then with the remaining ones I just put them wherever. Oh, so you have to put 5 in to get it to be above average. So if I actually use all 3, it's exceptional. So 15 is exceptional. Does it go any higher than that? Genius. Oh, right. Oh god, what was it? 12. Okay. Now, I can't go any further or lower than 9. So, dexterity is still average. What would I want to be good? So, what's constitution? I think I might actually want to go with wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. Yeah, just because these seem to be better for... I'm not entirely sure. This is like combat. All 3 of these are for combat, essentially. All 3 of these are for dialogue. Basically, and this game is more oriented towards dialogue than it is combat. There is combat, but dialogue is a more common theme. So what does this do? Helps you recall memories, gives you a bonus to experience. Sure. Charisma. Yeah, more favourably others will react towards you. And then, yeah, memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. Sounds good. Wait, armor class. Did that change? Was that always at 10? Wait, does my armor class change if I increase constitution? No, my hit points do. Oh, I have 26. Okay. Either way, I think that's what I want to go with. So 12, 13... 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13. Okay. Go. And this also has like one of my favourite bits of dialogue in like the first 10 seconds of the game. I don't know why, I just really like it. And it's what that skull says.
Hey, Chief, you okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
I love it so much. Hey, Chief, you okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? Alright, so... I think you can use numbers for this, can't you? Who are you? Yeah, we don't have a name. We are just known as the Nameless One. Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I asked you first, Skull. I don't know. I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Huh. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Mort. I don't know if it's Mort or Morty, but I'll probably just go with Mort. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in... where? What is this place? It's called the Mortuary. It's a big, black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The dialogue in this game is top-notch too. The Mortuary? What, am I dead? Not from where I'm standing, you got scars aplenty though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh. Before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Mort pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back. What did they say? Huh. Looks like you come with directions. Mort clears his throat. Let's see, it starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant, if he's not in the dead book already. Farod? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Mort pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happened to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you, read the journal, and find Farod. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was lying here? And isn't there? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farod? Do you know him? Nobody I know. But then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burke's got to know where to find Farod. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labour. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless, and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. Sure, so I should attack one of these corpses and loot it for the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Note, search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, go to your inventory screen, the backpack button in the lower right, and arm yourself. If you wish to examine any items you find, right-click on them in the inventory screen. Alright, I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. To run, either toggle run on in the options screen, or hold down the shift key, and left-click on the area you want to run to. If you are in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance from the zombies while you recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. And one thing I will say is, if you haven't already guessed, there is gonna be a lot of reading. So if that ain't your kind of thing, then this game ain't your kind of thing. This game ain't for you. I like it, it's really kind of interesting. How do I take all? Is it this? I'm certain there was a button to take everything. No, that brings up my, weapons. Yeah, whatever. Where's the scalpel? Ah, there it is. It's so weird playing this in, proper full screen. Instead of it on a... It's not a teeny box, it stretches to the screen's, resolution, but it's, incredibly stretched out. I'm pretty sure I still have the original somewhere. Oh my god, I love how slow Mort is. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go get those corpses. And don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me, Mort. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant help in attacking the corpse. Me? I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me or you'll be the next thing I plunge this scalpel in. Alright, I'll help you. If you wish to select Mort to help you attack, simply make sure that both of you are selected when you attack the corpse. Mort will join in the attack. I'm glad we understand each other. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death then. Although you can attack by selecting a weapon from the quick menu, pressing the A key also toggles the attack cursor. Okay, that's useful shit to know. Ding! Oh yeah! Wait, okay, Mort is selected. There's a button to press that you can use... Oh, there's a button that selects everybody in your party. Pretty sure. By the way. Go! Kick his ass!
See that?
Holy! Well, that was unexpected. Oh yeah, I can actually zoom in. Look at how weird they look. When you really zoom in, they just look... I don't know, they look out of place. Not in a bad way, it's just they do, they look out of place. I mean, look at them! I mean, to be fair, you can't really knock this game too much. The game came out in 90... Oh god, when did it come out? Was it 93? No. It was like 98. I'm pretty sure. It was before 2000. This game's older than Anachronox. Which would obviously put it before 2000. Oh! Ooh, he dropped some shit. Oh, that was the one that had the key. Wait, the others dropped stuff too. Yeah. I don't need to click done, I've just realised I can just click elsewhere and it'll boop. Yeah! Is there anything else in here? I can't remember. Where's this? So, right, that's the inventory screen. If I go on this... I never even equipped the scalpel! That's why I was doing no damage. Oh wow. So it does 1 to 3 piercing, its speed is 1, its weight is 0, proficiency edged, not usable by priests. Well, isn't that nice? And the fist. 1 to 3 crushing. Wait, so there's no difference. Your punches are lethal, you can kill with repeated blows as long as you have not filled up all your quick weapon slots. You can always select fist as your current weapon. Yeah, just bloop. Ding ding. Now I can actually kick the shit out of stuff. Or stab the shit out of stuff. Alright, now we can actually leave. Yay! Lost item. Weird how slow they move. When did this game come out? I can't remember. Certainly it was like 98. Wait, oh, I thought they were going to talk to each other. Talk to the zombie worker. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Her skin is paper thin, almost wispy. It's like someone draped a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched onto her forehead with a charcoal pencil. So, doing anything later? The corpse continues to stare at you. Farewell then. Oh my god. Psst. You see the way she was looking at me? Huh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my... Oh my god. Is that occipital? Occipital bone? You mean that blank-eyed beyond the grave stare? What are you talking about? What are you... What? Are you blind? She was scouting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me. Wanted you to go away, maybe. She was obviously too distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid bobbling head with a big mouth. I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. I think you and your imagination need some time away from each other. Oh god, it's hard to choose. Do I choose 1 or 3? Ah, no. I'll say 3. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious, recently dead shit while you're standing around going, huh? What's going on? Where's memories? I love this game so much, it's great. Whatever, Mort, let's go. I'm hoping by the... Oops, I'm pressing the, ASD keys. I'm used to other games. But, yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this session I can at least get out of this area. The left side of this woman's face looks as if it was caved in with a club, and her flesh sags in bruised, swollen clumps over her ruined skull. The number 26 has been stitched onto the corpse's right cheek, just below the eye. Nasty wound you've got there. The corpse continues to stare at you with its one good eye. Farewell then. Like how you can just talk to zombies. Wait, yeah, I can kill... I'm pretty sure Mort doesn't want you to kill the females. For some reason. Oh! Although, I don't discriminate. It's XP.
You see that?
Jesus Christ, Mort. Criminy! That's crazy. Wait. Oh! Oh no, that brings up that. Yeah, no. Wait, so if I actually spoke with Mort, I can't remember how you speak to him. Not like that. Oh god, he looked terrifying. Dialogue.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh my god, he actually says that. Can you read me what's tattooed on my back? What's this place? This place is huge. Who takes care of it? Actually, yeah, let's have a gander over his dialogue. Number 3. So they call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an adult bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die, sooner better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die, sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Got it, I had some other questions for you.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief? Okay, so... No, we don't need to ask what this place is. Number 4. So it's the corpses here. Where did they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Alright.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Love hearing it. Hey, what's eating you, Chief? How do I use these bandages? You use them. Staunch bleeding and all that? Note, to use the bandages on yourself, right-click on them while on the inventory screen. To use them on another person, first place them in one of your quick item slots on the inventory screen. Next, select the bandages icon from the item quick menu on the world screen and click on your target. And okay.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh, nothing at the moment. Nothing at the moment, Mark. Just checking to see if you were still with me. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Speak with the party member, select the talk option from the quick menu, then left-click on the party member you wish to speak to. Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. I probably should have done that to begin with. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Here we go. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you won't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. To access your journal, select the journal button on the quick menu. Your journal will automatically be updated throughout the game. Alright, I got it. Let's go.
Updated my journal.
Oh, you're gonna be hearing that a lot. Updated my journal. Wait, quick menu meaning here. Where is the journal? Where is my journal? There it is. So it's find Farod. Wait, so we have journal. Oh, okay, these are quests. Never mind. And then we also have beasts. We have Mort. Oh, look at him! Mort is a talking skull. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth. Whether it be taunting or biting, or by taunting or biting. He seems to be along for the ride, whether you want him around or not. You are somewhat curious as to how he is able to float around. We have the Nameless One. Oh man, look at us. You are nameless. You awoke on a slab in the mortuary in Sigil, covered in scars and tattoos. Your memory gone. Who has done this to you and why? You don't know yet, but you're going to find out. Oh right, so PC and NPC. That's cool. We have the zombie female. Holy bloody hell. I don't think that, yeah, the dialogue's the same, or the text down here's the same. Question is, I don't know if I want to read them. I think I will for a few, but then I'll probably stop. It really depends. So zombies are mindless corpses animated by necromancy. Unlike skeletons, zombies still have a great deal of flesh attached to their frame. And this is both an advantage and disadvantage. It makes them tougher and stronger than skeletons, but at the same time, rigor mortis hinders their movement, making them much slower than a normal human being. Although zombies move and attack very slowly, their great strength becomes apparent when they catch their target. Their blows are capable of killing a normal human being with a single punch. Damn! Alright, and then we have the journal. I mean, these are things that I would want to read, to be honest. So my original journal's gone missing, so I started a new one. I woke up in a place called the Mortuary. I don't know who I am, what I'm doing here, or even how I got here. The only person I encountered was a chattering skull named Mort. While he was checking my wounds, he discovered a set of directions tattooed on my back. I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that will shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. Whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you, read the journal, and find Farad. Did I leave this message for myself? Looks like I'll need to find this Farad and my journal. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. I really like this game. It appeals to so many parts of me. It's like, I love lore, which this game has a ton of. I was going to say witty dialogue, but it's more the fact I just really like dialogue in general. Oh, room logbook. What? Hold up, what the hell is that? Room logbook. Wait, oh, these are actually like journals. Updated by journal. So, receiving room logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribe on duty and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor, and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalogue all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. My god. Oh, bollocks, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Howdy, friend. Let's have a word. His corpse shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpse is lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in its hand. The bandages look usable. You try and take them. Mind if I borrow those bandages? The corpse continues to stare at you. Try to take them. You sneak your hand out. Oh, we got it. And take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Examine the corpse again. Sorry about taking the bandages from you, it's just I need them more than the bodies here. Leave the corpse in peace. I mean, I like to kill these things because they're free XP, and, you know, it's nice. You know, just free XP. Also, talking to them is pretty cool. They all have, like, different stories, it's cool. So this walking corpse has the numbers 1094 carved into its forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut, and the chemical reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs in an overpowering cloud around it. Despite the pallid, sunken features and lifeless, milky eyes, it is clear this was once a handsome young man. So, seen anything interesting going on? Oh man, I don't want to kill them, although I do. I'm in two minds of it, to be honest. I do want to kill them, but I also don't. Okay, so we have Dahl. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal grey eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with dusties should be the last thing. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place a laugh, the better. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's grey eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, Restless One. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless One, do you know me? Know you? There is a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, Restless One. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment, for you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dahl. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dahl.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Very well. What do you wish to know? What is this place? You're in the mortuary, Restless One. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself, and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead. Those who have left this shadow of life and walk the path of true death. Dahl's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. The shadow of life? Yes, a shadow, you see. Restless One, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. So, true death. True. Not true. True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dahl coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Is it worse than remaining in this shadow of what life once was? I think not. Shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. Right, it's a true death. Oh, can you tell me more about the mortuary? Okay, here we go. So, shadow of life, true death, dustman. Yeah, we've already learned about the true death and all that. So, dustman. We dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others on their journey. Okay, so shadow... Wait, shadow that is this life. Oh my god, I keep going over the same things. What makes you think this life isn't real? What makes you think this life is real? Look inside yourself. Do you not feel something lacking? Dahl shakes his head. This is a purgatory. There is only sorrow here, misery, torment. These are not the elements that make up life. They are part of the cage that traps us in this shadow. I think your fatalism has gotten the better of you. Those elements are part of life, but not the whole of it. Dahl shakes his head. Passion carries weight. They anchor many of this shadow of life. As long as one clings to emotion, they will be continually reborn into this life, forever suffering, never knowing the purity of true death. I see. How does one escape the cycle of rebirth and achieve this true death? Kill your passions, strip yourself of the need for sensation. When you are truly cleansed, then the cycle of rebirth will end, and you achieve peace. Dahl sighs. It sounds like a death rattle in his throat. Past these shells of ours, past the eternal boundary, lies the peace that all souls seek. The eternal boundary? The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. So tell me... Wait, I see I had more questions. Wait, yeah, crap. What is this place? So you're in the mortuary... Wait, tell me more about this. Restless One. Oh my god, there's so many things. And the worst part is, there's so many different, like, dialogue trees, it's hard to keep track of what you've actually spoken about. What I really wish the game did is either dimmed the text colour, or changed the colour of it to kind of highlight which ones you've already been over. So, Restless One. Restless is as good a term as any. Dahl draws a ragged breath. Something keeps you here, does it not? Something that must be resolved. Some passion that must be quenched before you can reach the true death. Okay, so number 3. Hey, Jet, how's it going? So what else could I say? How did I get here? Dahl snorts in contempt as he finds the memory repugnant. Your mouldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, Restless One. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived here on a cart?
Updated my journal.
Oh, nice. Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing the fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Dahl breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath minutes later. Your seneschal? Farod was, as always, pleased to accept a few mouldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farod? He is a collector of the dead. Dahl draws a ragged breath, then continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. So where can I find this Farod? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farod finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farod, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farod a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have to find him. Do you know where he is?
Updated my journal.
Dahl is silent for a moment. When he finally speaks, he seems to do so reluctantly. I do not know under which gutter stone Farod lairs at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Doesn't sound like you like Farod much. There are some I respect, Restless One. Dahl takes a ragged breath and steadies himself. Farod is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a badge of honor and takes liberties with the possessions of the dead. He is a Knight of the Post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Knight of the Post? A Knight of the Post, Dahl coughs, a thief. All Farod brings to our walls comes stripped of a little less their dignity than they possessed in life. Farad takes whatever he may pry from their stiffened fingers. Did this Farad take anything from me? Dahl pauses, considering, most likely, are you missing anything, especially anything of value? His voice dips as he frowns. Not that Farad would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body, and sometimes even that's not enough to give his greedy mind pause. Are you missing a journal? A journal? If it was of any value, then it is likely it lies in Farad's hands. So I don't know if there was anything else here that I didn't do. Yep. So I have other questions. How did I get here? I think I already did that, did I not? Yeah, I did.